I'm in the process of putting trim on the outside of my windows. Right now the windows are set in place and I'm up high in the back here. And like I said, it's like on the second floor here. Here's the other windows that I did. And I still have to do the window over there, both up high. Now doing it this way, with what I'm going to show you, saves me from getting a tall ladder and working from the outside. This is so much easier. I'll show you how. So what I'm going to do is remove the window, the frame and everything out of the window, and I'll build the trim around the window, and then I'll put it back in. Because the window will be wider because of the trim, I've developed a device that makes it easy for me to do it from inside the house instead of on a tall step ladder or ladder on the outside, which would make it much more difficult. And here it goes. First, I'll remove the window from the sash. First I'll remove the sash from the window and then take the frame out, which will make it a lot lighter and easier to get. Take the frame out, take the sash out. Okay, so I moved both sashes. They're right there. And now I'll remove the frame. Okay, the frame is removed. So here's the frame of the window that I took the sashes out of. And I made some trim for it out of PVC material. And I screwed them together with long screws right into the other side of the trim. And now I'll place it on the window frame. Grab the frame. There you go. Now I'll just put a couple screws on each side to secure it to here, and then I'll put it through the window hole over there, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, I use decking screws to screw it to the frame. Here we go. And I just placed them 3 on the side, and 1 in the middle, and then 3 on the side. I just screwed them right in close to the frame where it hit the vinyl, and it caught really well. And then I'll take the little caps here, the little white caps, and I'll put them in the holes, and you won't even see them when I'm done. All right, I'll pound them in now. Okay, you put all the pegs in the holes, and you can't even tell where they are. You have to look really close, and when they're up in the air on the house, you'll never see them. So now I'll go put the window sash in, and I'll show you how I did it with this gadget I made. This is my indoor installation jig to put the window frame in, which makes it a lot easier to put the window in from the inside than from the outside with a tall ladder. I basically took some blocks of wood, screwed them together, made a gap in the center where this can go in and out, and you'll see how I do that when I put it up. And there's a nail at the end just so it can't go all the way through. And I'll install it now, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay, here's the window opening, and here's my my jig that I made. And as you can see, this goes in and out. Now I'm going to install it at the top of the cutout, and then I'll show you what I do when I slip the window in. All right, so now I'm going to mount the jig. Now what you have to do is make sure you mount it in the back of the opening, because the frame is usually, most window frames are about 3.5 inches. So you got to make sure it's at least 3.5 inches in from the outside. Just screw it in the middle somewhere. There you have it. Nice and solid. This goes in and out. I'll put the frame on an angle, hook it onto the arm there, and then I'll pull the frame in, and I'll show you as we do it. All right, so I got it hooked up on the bar up there, and I'll slowly bring it in to the frame, to the opening of where the window is going to be. And here we go. Nice and snug. And that's it. This is all set. Now again, I had to build this down a little bit. That's why it's so, several inches down, because the frame had to come inside the window here. And it's a great way to install a window from inside the house when you have the molding already installed. And if you look down there again, we're very deep. So it saves a lot on backbreaking work with ladders and going up and down and everything like that. This is what it looks like on the outside. Let me zoom out a little bit. This is what it looks like on the outside. Okay, I put these clamps here to hold the window in nice and tight so the frame will sit tight against the building. And I'll screw in the bottom first on each side, and then I'll put the clamps at the top and screw the top in. And then it'll be really secure. And then later on, I'll put a little spray foam around the edges to make it really airtight. And I'm using a cement drill because this is a cement house, and so I have to drill holes into the cement, and it'll make it nice and secure. Okay, it's all installed, nice and solid. This isn't going anywhere. Now I'll put the sashes back in place, and then it'll be done. Then we'll go on to the next window. So when you're ready. I sure am glad that I didn't have to do it from a ladder down there. It saved a whole lot of time and a whole lot of work by bringing it in from the inside. So I'll put the sashes in now, and I'll get to if you want to look at the other windows that were done over there. So I have one more window to do on this side, right there. And we'll get that one done, and then this back side will be done. Painless. Thank you.